JC's in New York, and Claire is wearing a very classy red outfit, red and black, which fits the First Lady. She has some wildly stunning jewelry, which adds pizzazz to her ensemble today, especially the Mardi Gras. You know, when I was in New Orleans, those things were growing on the trees. Check out the oversized purse that Claire has, carrying all things needed for the First Lady and her job. Also, the shoes. She has some very big shoes to fill as First Lady in the steps of the last and previous First Lady. Check out her beautiful picture hat. Notice the portraits of some of our famous First Ladies. Lady Diana, 2013 and 14. Then a picture of Sarah, 2011 and 12. From 1997, Lady Barbara is on there, and as well as, and I don't see Della here, but from 1988, Della Carr. Well, Claire and Norm moved here in 1992. Norm worked about 11 years in engineering services for Disney, and he's a Vietnam veteran. Claire is Secretary Administrative Assistant in a number of different companies, very successful before they moved up to Florida. So, thank you, Claire. Moving on to model number 2, my darling wife, Sarah. She, just in time for Mother's Day, she put this rig together, as you guys know. Her significant other always likes to get flowers. Our model, Sarah, is decked out in her floral finest. Sarah's unique basket weave skirt decorated with delicate white sprig flowers. Her top has a matching bright colored flower. Her ensemble is topped off with a Jackie Kennedy style forward flower trill box. Her creation can be found at local Michelle's, I guess that was Michael's, Michelle's, and at a flea market near Findlay, Ohio. Sarah, of course, is my better half, a retired teacher from Seminole County, having served as a kindergarten teacher there for 20 years. And you can find us mostly on the beach whenever we have spare time, walking, reading, and resting in New Smyrna, or one of the great beaches of Florida. Bloom on, Sarah. Number 3 model is Lillian Richards. For the second time, Lillian was part of our original 2010 show, and here she is modeling some very nice jewelry again for the second time. I call your attention to Lillian's elegant, expensive 13-karat necklace, matching ring. Who wouldn't want to have these? Don't forget those lovely 10-karat hoop earrings that are available in several sizes. $10 probably would buy most of these things at J.C. Penney, but I doubt that you'll see them on Amazon or Webster Flea Market anytime soon. Lillian came to Florida in '59 from Brooklyn, New York. Lillian and her friend Mac, who's here. Mac, raise your hand, Mac. There he is, over here. They hardly ever miss a monthly meeting. Lillian is known for her great personality and a positive person who loves to travel. She enjoys spending time with her dog, Lucky. And Lillian, thanks for being a part of all of this. Thanks for your hard work. Executive clothing today. She's our most efficient secretary. She served 2 terms and is into serving currently for the board. She's dressed, I think she's ready to go to an executive board meeting. She got this pinstripe suit on, which is always your style. It goes from navy blue to executive style. Check out her unusual accessories. The boa scarf in a contrasting color. The Jackie O pill box hat that was made especially for today's show. And definitely this kind of accessories will be featured in next month's Vogue Makeover. Now, before she leaves, notice Barbara has foregone the normal flip-flops of retirement and sandals to a pair of chick mules to complete the ensemble. Thanks, Barbara, for keeping us straight and for your dedication. She's our greeter, as you know, and you never get a no from Betsy. She's always into helping. Maybe this time, though, she might rethink that. Betty has selected her outfit, beautiful outfit from the famous designer Will Good. This collection can be found in an exclusive little boutique shop in St. Cloud called Goodwill. Her blouse features cap sleeves and is both classy and casual. She is really on fire with the newest and hot pants accented by her bell bottom. Her socks are demure enough to be worn with just about anything. Her imported boots are one of a kind, made of the newest leather bearskin. She has chosen the perfect accessory for the next Red Lobster birthday luncheon, which you see, which I know all of you will be clamoring for one just like it. Thanks, Betsy, for being here for us and supporting our fashion show. Number 6 model is Barbara Lawrence, and she's focusing on Grandma's treasures. She is known as the Queen of Knitting. She does much work in making creamy hats for the kids in the hospital. And she has some knitted fashions to show us today, and some old antique golden oldies. Check out the lovely old-fashioned bonnet. That was her grandmother's. It's a real deal. And I'm sure Grandma had a lot to do with Barbara's unique and antique craftsmanship. Please check out the beautiful antique cameo and pearl necklace that belonged to Eddie's mother. And check out that knitted shawl, which is representative of her fine work. Don't forget to look at those saddles as she goes out. Anybody in the 1950s remember wearing those saddles? Barbara and Eddie came to Orlando in 1992 from Fredericksburg, Virginia. They do a lot of traveling. Eddie was vice president the last 2 years, and they have a travel trailer which they enjoy going around the South End. So Eddie, 13 years at Disney, and they call him a jack of all trades, so we call him an Eddie of all trades. Thanks, Eddie and Barbara. Our number 7 fashion show person is Marilyn Turner. She will be focusing on swimsuits. You know Marilyn as being the traveling granny since 2009. She's been swimming since she was 3 years old, and when her dad threw her in an old swimming hole and said, "Get your way out of there," and she did. Ever since, she's been close to the water. Her favorite thing in the world is to be somewhere on the beach and near beautiful, clear water. She's wearing a vintage fashion from the old granny collection that was worn by her great-grandmother. In the late 1800s, you know, the ladies covered much of their body from the sun. Check out the mid-calf pants, covering the tops that are covering most all of the body to hide the curves and with higher necklines to hide more of the body. And don't forget the swim cap. You never got your hair wet. She also has waterproof sandals that protect her from stepping on sharp objects on the beach. Additionally, all the finest equipment of her pastime is with her. She also likes to use that in snorkeling and being involved in immersing herself in the Florida waters. Marilyn was, before she came to Disney, owner and pastry chef for Weddings and More in Rome, Georgia. She retired after 20 years of wedding catering, party planning, and so forth. And along with her spouse Harold and 2 daughters, packed up their belongings to move to Orlando from North Georgia. And she pursued her second career with Walt Disney World. She keeps her pastry chef skills sharp by baking golden era cookies, special recipe. And if you want to find Maryland, just check out the closest beach where there's nice water and good surf and someplace to snorkel. All right, our final, I think she's here, is
Oh, here we go. Steve.
welcome our final fashion model. She's been kept secret all this time. She's our so-called surprise fashion model. Her name is Stefani. The hills come alive with the sounds of our secret model. Originally from the hills of Pennsylvania, our model was showing off a beautiful new plus-size dress in the fashion of the 60s, or perhaps the last century. Everything about her, it's original. I would say uniquely original. From the stylish hat with the mini pearl price tag and beautiful flowing blonde hair, which isn't hers, of course, the outstanding eyewear from Guess Who, and the extra large earrings to make everything stand out. She is also showing off a very interesting purse from Louis Vuitton, and a necklace everyone is envious of. She is a full-figured woman and sports a size D, E, or F bra. What a woman. The outfit is finalized with the sandals to show off those well-manicured toes. Everybody knows about Stefani's manicured toes by now, which change with the month and with the season. Where we found this model, we'll never tell. I was told they do not want her back or her front. Thank you again to all the participants, and I guess, does that conclude it, Norm? Anyway, thanks a lot.